Alright, it's a new deck that I've made for Standard. Let's look at it. I dubbed it Blackberry. It's sort of a toolbox build here. See, on the early end you have Duress and 4 Deep Cavern Bats for hand hate, 2 Demon Walls, and Bloodletter of Akhlazats for your Unholy Annex. Additionally, Shoot the Sheriff, Nowhere to Run, Bitter Triumph. Just as your sort of removal package, 1 copy of Alchemy's Charm, in case if you need to exile a creature, such as, can't think of his name. Ketramos. You can use it to exile Ketramos because he's indestructible. 1 copy of Lord Skitter as your sort of graveyard hate piece, along with the Deadly Cover-Up. And then on the top end, Virtue of Persistence, also as removal. And a Liliana Dreadhorn is not good. She's definitely just my pet card. So if you want, you can easily switch her out for, I think, Wrench from the new set would be a good top end card to put there to just steal 2 cards from your opponent's deck. But yeah, this is how I run it. And let's get to some Standard games. Alright, I like it. We have our 3 lands, some removal, and some card draw. Should be good. Opponent is likely on mono red. Starting out with a Claw. This is probably pretty standard list. Right into an Emberheart. That is not bad. Go down to 16 here. Okay, I think we will hold up they Shoot the Sheriff and see if they make a mistake and play a combat trick on this thing. That stick is probably going to stop them from doing so, though. Okay. And shoot the Emberheart here. Go to 7, not looking great. I think we play a Preacher here. Now that Monstrous Rage is gone from the format, I think we can have a blocker. And they swing in anyways. We'll block one of the Hired Claws. We'll try to block one of the Hired Claws. Alright, they're going to put a counter on the other one. Alright, red 3. They have a Lightning Bolt, we're just cooked. Looks like they do not. It's good, we can use this to gain a few life. We'll attack with our Preacher to get a 1/1 lifelink guy. And I think we can stabilize. There goes my kitty. Alright. Pretty easy win against mono red there. Alright, let me go grab my cat. Alright, we're playing against another Ajani. Let's see how this goes. Alright, again, removal, card draw. I think we're good. See what's in their hand here. Alright. Likely it has to be the removal. It always does with the bat. It looks like they're playing a red-black version of the weapons manufacturing deck. I don't think I've seen this before. I think we get a Unholy Annex cooking. Right, they have 2 manufacturings. Does not necessarily bode well. Okay. I think I will play a Demon Wall here. Hope to draw land for next turn. Alright, so we did get our land. But it looks like opponent can only play 1/2 drop as well. 2 munitions tokens. Kind of scary. Let's play... Yeah, let's play an Acolyte and draw some cards here. Oh. I'm so excited. We might get to play Liliana this game. Alright, they play their other Draught. And the Umbral Collar Zealot. Notably, it does need hard removal because it can start sacrificing all these munitions tokens. Make them do it now. Alright, to get that back there, Tithing Blade. They don't have enough to kill everything on their board, but I am assuming they're going to get rid of my Acolyte and leave my Demon Wall. Alright, they're drawing cards and losing life. I kind of love to see it. I definitely could have used the Virtue of Persistence on this. I thought that it got counters for some reason. Just me misremembering. Right, I guess in that instance we will play a second Annex and pass. Another really, I don't know if it's the best interaction is you can use the Arch Enemy's Charm to put counters on your Demon Wall so it can attack instead of paying the 6 mana for that. You're going to use the Tithing Blade to make us sacrifice our Demon Wall and make a few more munitions tokens. And see if opponent has another. Yep, they do. I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't. They surveilled like 4 last turn. I want to play the Lily, but they'll just shoot it with their munitions tokens, so I think I need to remove the Zealot first. Alright, they decide not to sacrifice any of their munitions tokens, so I think I will cast a Bat here and look at what they have going on. Yeah, so I think we will take their Tezzeret and hope they don't draw a way to sacrifice their munitions tokens. Right, got some more removal. Haste Monkey Toy. Alright, so they're going to transform their Tithing Blade. I think that one drains us for 1 every turn. At the beginning of their turn, they're going to make 3 more tokens there. It's getting a little bit scary. a percussionist that we will just let hit us. Yeah, opponent kind of knew they weren't getting out of that one. That's a good game. I've never seen that version of the deck before. Alright. A Johnny versus Elspeth. Canonically unlikely. Removal. A bit of a slower hand, but still pretty good. Right. This does not bode well against Demir, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, opponent passes. I want to play the Annex, but this kind of seems like counter magic. It's between playing the Duress or the Lord Skitter to see if they have a counter, which I don't hate that. I think we're going to start with Lord Skitter, and the next turn we can Duress and possibly Annex. Right, they let us have our Lord Skitter, but there was definitely Stick. Good chance they just have like 2 mana removal here. They elect not to kill our Lord Skitter right there for some reason. Okay, just waiting until the end of the turn, I suppose. Okay. Now I think we have to kill the Preacher of the Schism. I think we'll pay 3 life here. And then Duress our opponent. Oh, we can hit one of their Kaitos. That does not bode well. Demir outvalues us pretty easily. Okay. This can get rid of their Kaito, but it will get to hit us probably once. Because it comes in with hexproof. So maybe we have to wait off on the Unholy Alienax another turn? No, because I don't want to exile the Flood Pit's Drowner, so I think we just start on our value machine and hope the Kaido doesn't put them too far ahead. Right, they do indeed play their Drowner. Okay, we get our own Preacher, it's not bad. Okay, the Flood Pit's going to be unblocked here. Alright, gives us enough mana to exile the Kaido. Unless they counter it, I will cry. Alright, and then a Preacher of the Schism here, which they will likely tap, but that's okay. Nope, they elect to just kill it, which I can't blame them for that. Alright, they're going to hit us for 3 with their Sanctuary. If they have a kill spell, I'd rather them shoot this 6/6 here. No attacks. Now we can start gaining life. Alright, they Bitter Triumph, taking 3 life. And hit us again for 3. Now they have a Drowner open to tap whatever we play. So, it would be Bloodletter. We can actually play 2 Bloodletters here, and I think that we do, because they're going to tap one of them down and probably put it away. We still do not attack here. Alright, they do tap one of our Bloodletters. Alright, and they've put them both away. Ooh. That might be a misplay. Yep, because they can only shuffle things with stun counters on them. I do want to play the Acolyte first, so I don't have to sacrifice my Bloodletter. Oh, and a Deadly Cover up here is good. Oh my gosh, we're actually going to win this game after they had so much value. Another Drowner. Okay, so maybe it wasn't a bad decision. Unless they have 2 points of damage somewhere. Nope, they're just going to shuffle away the Acolyte. Hit us for 3. Okay. Good games. Johnny versus a Johnny again. Yep, hand hate, removal, waifu. We're ready to go. Ghost Vacuum. That does hurt our Virtue of Persistence, but it's still just a 2-mana removal spell. I wonder if they're playing... We'll see what they're playing when we look at their hand. Oh, black-white. Okay. So I think the Ketramos is the most important here, because we do not currently have exile removal. This doesn't hit a Ketramos because it has 4 toughness. But eventually we could probably make them sacrifice their other Ketramos. It does look like they are not hitting black mana also. Okay, they're going to warp this in. Nice. The good thing about this is that they didn't draw a card, and this can still get hit by the Virtue of Persistence, and the counters don't get to go anywhere. But they're kind of making desperation plays, so you can't really say much about it anyways. And this can't be a super long game either because of the Ghost Vacuum getting back all their little creatures. Yep, but they're still stuck off of black. I think we take their other Ketramos and shoot their Halaya. Alright, nice scoop at that. Can't say I necessarily blame them. Alright, we ranked up. Alright, hand hate. This hand is a little bit awkward, but I think we'll try it. Alright, we'll turn one to rest them. no hits, and I am very scared of this deck with no removal. So this is looking sort of bad for us. Alright, they got a Mite here. Okay, I think we bat. Maybe take their Chocobo this turn, and their Enduring Curiosity next turn with the other bat. Alright, they Siren here. They will also likely Paw Patch, but I have no proof about that. Yep. Alright, we'll just take one here. They won't be able to Endure Curiosity next turn, so I think I'll Demon Wall, so I have, like, good blocker against what they're doing, and no attacks, because that is a flyer. Okay, they're going to map on their Spyglass Siren, hitting another one, and they put that one in the graveyard. Llanowar Elves, okay. We will take 2 here. That's hard. So if I bat now and then need to cover up next turn, they would get 2 of their cards back. But if I block with the bat, they might play the Chocobo and the Curiosity, I might be able to hit everything. But then they would get a ton of card draws, so I still don't think that is the best play here. They have another Paw Patch. Okay. We will... I think we'll remove the Paw Patch right now then. You can put a counter probably on the Mite, which is okay. And then now we can attack with our lifelink flyer. I think we really need to draw our room enchantment that lets us draw cards. I don't think swinging 2 in the air makes sense for them, because we can gain 2 life back. Okay, a Preacher here is good. Oh, or an Acolyte would be good. Just anything that could get us some card advantage. So we're low on mana, low on things to do. Alright, they're going to hit us for 2 again. Alright, we get our 5th land here. Let's see. Do we need to put 4 of their creatures in front of the Schism? And I'm okay with that. Alright, they elect to take all of it. I think if we can get our Virtue online, we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, they map on their Mite. They get another Paw Patch. Let's see if they want to keep it. No, they don't. Right, they do no attacks here. We can start putting counters on our wall here, but are we going to attack first? Honestly, no. We have our lands to get to our Virtue. We can just start pumping our wall. See if they fight in response. Nope. Alright, and we'll do no attacks here. I think we win by playing a little bit patiently. Right, they're swinging. Oh, they thought about swinging in. It was maybe an accident. Okay, now we play our Virtue of Persistence. Alright, they're really thinking about... Oh! That was actually rather impressive. Okay. Still no attacks here, likely. Another Land of War Elf. Okay, they're just gonna come in for 2. I think that we're gonna let them. Oh, we can, Deadly Cover Up and get the Enduring Curiosity back out of their hand, and I think that's what we're gonna do. But first we will attack with these to see if they do not block. Right, so they end up taking 2 here. And then what do we want to... I think we want to collect evidence and just get that counter spell out of their deck. We need 6. This will do. Okay, pretty standard. Oh, I forget the Enduring Curiosity is Flash. So they're probably going to get to draw 1 card here, but we'll get their Chocobo. No blocks, they can have 1 card. Okay, another land. Now we're getting way too many. Right, so we'll end turn there. Okay, Bloodletter is pretty good here. Opponent goes to 8. Yep, and we win that one. Oof. I was nervous about our starting hand, but that turned out pretty okay. Alright. Hand hate. I don't know. I think it should be okay. Way to possibly draw cards if they're less reactive. Going against a green deck again. Let's look in their hand. Alright, they scoop to a bat. So, that was a thrilling game. Alright, removal, card draw. It's everything you want to see in an opening hand. Maybe a 3rd land, but I believe in us. Oh. Oh, it's mono red though. Let's see if we can't steal anything from their hand. Probably the Lightning Strike. Right, that's probably the thing we will shoot. I think. Oh, there's an argument for the Slick Shot show off too. We'll do this on our turn, and then we'll have the Shoot the Sheriff for the Slick Shot next time. Bolt Wave is pretty good here. That turns both of them on. Oh, yes, but another getting 2 life is crazy. Not another Slick Shot. Not another Slick Shot. Right, they strike our face here. Alright, we'll play a Preacher. Alright, strike our face again instead of trying to get rid of the Preacher is interesting. Okay, shock our face. This is all very interesting. Okay. Then we will cast a Acolyte, and that's a really good blocker. Get a lifelink guy here. Because if, I don't know, that was just interesting plays. Oh, Screaming Nemesis. That's unfortunate. We have to do it like this, even though that really sucks. We can't attack because we have to lose life to draw cards and we can't gain any. This is interesting, but I think we have to kill our own creature here. Okay, they have a Lizard Mercenary. Okay. I think we make a demon here. Then for... No, one haste creature would win the game there. Okay. They're getting a little bit unlucky, which is really helping us out here. Yeah. Alright, what a close game. It's a little bit awkward without a 2-drop, but I won't put back a hand with Bloodletters in it. That'd be ridiculous. Oh no. I think if this is blue-white control or blue-white artifacts, I'm not doing very well. Oh. This is interesting though. I think I don't care about the trapped in the screens as much. Yes, oh my gosh. They could have drawn another protection or something, but without the creature, this deck kind of crumples. The alchemy version of this deck is a little bit insane. We will get their scavenger out of here. Alright, they're gonna trap in the screen our Lord Skitter. Notably, they can hit our Annex, so I think I'm gonna try and bait it with a bat. Never mind, we're just gonna take it with our bat. Hit them for 1 with our Mousy. Look how cute the mouse is on this, by the way. Bloodletter here. Just hit them for 4, seems fine. Ooh, I really like this card. Unfortunately. Well, actually, I think it might just be better to play a second Bloodletter. Good game. Math is for blockers, and I did not know they were just gonna die that turn.